Hello students, and welcome back to another wonderful school year. Here at Wellesley College, we want to make sure that all our first-year students not only feel welcome, but also aware of some crucial abbreviations. And if you're not a first year, that's okay. We can all use a refresher. FYM, First Year Mentor. FYS, First Year Seminar. FYRTYLWNBTS, First Year Realization that your life will never be the same. APT, Academic Peer Tutor. PJ, Paula Johnson, an angel. KSC, the Sports Center, where you go to suffer. FFS, Free and for Sale, where your money goes to suffer. SFS, Student Financial Services, where you and your money go to suffer. BLP, Blatant Lesbian Promiscuity.
Get a room!
OH, Office Hours. CBOH, Crying Before Office Hours. CDOH, Crying During Office Hours. CAOH, Crying After Office Hours. BS, Being Smart, where you raise your hand to answer a question in class without knowing what you're going to say. WOTC, Water on the Counter, an important tradition of getting the counter as wet as possible.
Why?
FTT, Flush the Toilet, a practice that is frowned upon at Wellesley.
Why?
HOTW, Hair on the Wall, which many students use to fulfill their art requirement.
Why?
Pre-recorded from Wellesley College, you're watching Boobtube.
Welcome to Wellesley College Television's Boobtube. I'm Jelena Keenley.
And I'm Tavia Smith.
In their 2016 rankings, U.S. News named Wellesley only the third best liberal arts college.
Wendy's all over campus are asking, can we blame grade deflation for this?
The inauguration of Paula Johnson brought swarms of guests, heartfelt celebratory speeches, and a downpour. Students in leaking dorm rooms would like to thank the planning committee for providing them with this creative outdoor housing.
The Center for Work and Service underwent a restructuring this summer. The new Career Education Center features assigned career mentors, a new online platform, and even more places to cry in. More and more Wellesley students have been reporting ceilings falling in their dorm this year.
People got creative when the school said to not be afraid to shatter ceilings.
And now, a word from Georgie on the street.
Hey Wellesley! So, inauguration happened recently. Lots of people showed up, including students, alums, really cool speakers. We had an entire day off, so we wanted to talk to students and get a recap of what happened that day. Did you go to inauguration?
I did go to inauguration. It was really awesome.
Were you at inauguration?
Yes, I was.
No, I was not.
I stopped by.
Did you go to inauguration?
I didn't.
What does Paula do?
Do for me personally, or like, I know she has office hours, and I think she probably leads a few committees.
I feel like they talk to people, bring investors in, maybe.
Speeches. I knew about speeches. Policy.
What do you know about the speakers who were there?
EW.
President of Smith and Harvard were there. I like that all of them except for the provost they were all women.
You mentioned Elizabeth Warren. What does she do?
Besides being like a hype man for Hillary Clinton, I'm not really sure. She's like a senator, right?
She writes books. I've seen a book by Elizabeth Warren, yep. Yes. I think she's a politician. I could be wrong.
Well, there you have it. It seems that most people don't really know what the president does, and some people didn't even show up to inauguration. Back to the studio.
Researchers discovered that riding roller coasters can help people pass kidney stones.
Answering the age-old question, what's the weirdest shit scientists can get funding for? Disney is launching a global casting search for their live-action Mulan, and insiders say that Scarlett Johansson and Emma Stone are both excited to audition for this iconic role.
A new quiz for Harry Potter fans allows them to find their very own Patronus. The list of animals that can fend off soul-sucking dementors includes aardvarks and salmon. Good luck out there.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
So, what did everyone think of the readings?
There were some really confusing sections, like, I don't really know what to make of them.
Okay, let's dig into some of the more challenging ones. Let's look at page 21. May I have a volunteer to read?
Sarah, so what's up Friday? Smiley face. Matt, don't know yet. Sarah, when will you know? Matt, IDK.
I think Matt actually knows what he's doing. He's just lazy.
He totally does know. He just doesn't want to see Sarah.
Maybe he honestly just doesn't know. I feel like he's the clueless, go with the flow sort.
Okay, let's take this apart.
This fall, the English department brings you a class that's actually applicable to the real world. English 169, Critical Text Interpretation.
This class was the best possible way for me to fulfill my language and literature requirement. The readings were so short.
I think being able to understand what guys mean when they text has made me a more effective communicator.
I learned a lot.
My final paper on whether Dylan actually wanted Caitlin to come over is the best thing I've ever written here.
They canceled my Joyce seminar so I could teach this.
Rob. Hey, you up? Emily. Yeah, why? Rob. IDK, just thought we should talk.
Does anyone have any solid reads on this?
I do.
The New York Times has released Pomp, Circumstance, Fur, a quiz on presidential pets, begging the question, can you judge a president by his or potentially her pets?
Said Hillary, Bill is very well trained.
Thanks for tuning in to Boobtube.
Please register to vote. Visit voteplease.org for more info.
And be sure to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. But most importantly,
stay perky.
What's on the Boobtube?
He must have come for a remix.